YouTube! How you guys doing today? It's Mike.
This is Jenny.
Pratt Family Homestead. All right, hey, went and got the Mangalitsa piggies the other day at Mark Baker's place, Baker's Green Acres. Check out that YouTube channel, Facebook page, and their website. Excellent people. Jenny couldn't go with me. We're going to show you the footage here in a minute. We just had a lot to do. Jenny, I was stuck.
And Grace wasn't feeling good.
Yes. I was stuck driving for hours and hours, and you know, that's pretty rough. Jenny was digging holes and planting berries.
Yep.
And grapes.
I was.
Or berries.
And mowing.
And mowing. Jenny was busting her tail, and I was sitting on my butt driving. That's how that went. But we got the Mangalitsas. They're really cool. You can see them behind us. Those are the black ones.
They're hairy.
They're hairy. And you'll see, I'll have a little bit more footage here. But I was really bummed out that Mark and I, we talked all day, or not all day, but I mean, I was there for quite a while. And I just didn't have my phone out taking videos. I don't know what's wrong with me, because they have got a fantastic place up there, and they are living off the land. I mean, or however you want to say it, making a living off the land. You know, they're doing it. They're doing what I want to do, which is that's one of the other ones. They're doing what I want to do, which is stay here and work. I mean, work the property and everything. So really cool people. They do tours. They do classes. They have, obviously, they sell the pork on their website. You can check it all out on their website, bakersgreenacres.com. Anyways, I really regret not recording more. It really irritates me that I didn't, because, I mean, he's got a tractor hooked up to a grain mill, or a feed mill, however you want to call it, that makes the feed. He's got an awesome layout. He has a rotating garden, basically rotating paddocks where the pigs are in an area for a while, and then that's the garden next year, and he just keeps leapfrogging it, kind of, 3 separate areas. Anyways, super cool. Go watch his videos. He covers a lot of this in his videos, and we had conversations from anywhere from biochar to his pigs. His pigs dug up a wet area of property that they had that you can't farm, and the pigs found the spring, and then they channeled the water and created a huge pond. I mean, that's just awesome. Anyways, we talked about tons of stuff, and I had a blast up there talking to Mark. So the little bit of footage I have is of Mark talking about about his pigs and stuff, and I might have a couple pictures, but man, I didn't have my phone out much, and it really irritates me. But here we go.
They will not go in there.
Of course not, because that's where you want them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get that.
Good job. Well, how you guys doing? Huh? All right, guys. Here with Mark Baker, Baker's Green Acres. Here with the Mangalitsas. Do I pronounce that right?
Yeah,
I'm always where I'm from. What can you tell me about these pigs?
This pig originates out of Hungary. They were almost extinct back in the 70s, and then people have been working hard at bringing the breed back, and we've been in them for about 10 years now, and things are going well. We've learned a lot about them, and I breed got about 18 sows right now and 3 boars, and so we sell a few weaner pigs to people that we know, and mostly we're a meat business. We sell it through our website.
That's bakersgreenacres.com.
That's
Bakersgreenacres.com, right?
Bakersgreenacres.com.
I always feel like I put an extra S in there. That's why I got to correct myself. But I don't. I got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. And just sold a couple of wieners to Mike. So he's going to do some taste testing with this pig and a few others.
Well, I already kind of had a taste test, didn't I?
Yeah.
You and your
pork
wife.
chop for lunch.
You and your wife graciously made lunch for me, and it was excellent. Excellent.
You didn't eat your fat though.
I did not eat my fat, and I knew I was going to get called out on that. I did eat some fat.
A little bit.
I did eat some. I didn't totally ignore the fat.
If I had known you better, I would have reached over and grabbed it off your plate.
I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
But the flavor of all of it, regardless, was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the Mangalitsa pig is by far the best pig in the United States right now. Sometimes it's called the Kobe beef of swine because they have a lot of intermuscular fat that is got a texture that's very unique. It's very buttery and edible. Of course, there's some disciplines that go with raising them. You have to feed them properly, and we try to stay away from corn. Corn is not does not make a good high quality animal fat. We want to stay with mostly forages, grasses and roots and things like that. We feed a lot of ground up bread.
Was that your video I saw, Mark, where you talked about corn actually changing the color of the fat?
It could have been. I think a lot of people know about that, but corn will make their fat go from snowy white to quite yellow. And it also changes the consistency of the fat. Their fat will be quite firm when before you cook it. If you touch it, it's quite firm. But if you feed a lot of corn, it's kind of jellyish, almost like blubber.
Okay.
And it just doesn't have the same quality. And the flavor is in the fat. And boy, I tell you what.
I could honestly taste that in those pork chops at lunch. I completely agree and know what you're talking about because I could taste that in that pork chop at lunch. It was fantastic.
I agree, and I can eat it all the time, and I do.
And you do, right. So people can actually go to your website and they can order pork from you, correct?
That's right. BakersGreenAcres.com. My wife's put together a store there with help from a family friend, and we are trying to get this into the average household. We're working on some of the issues with shipping is a little bit difficult, but if you drive here, say from Alabama, that's an expensive drive. So,
right.
But if you have to spend $18 to have it shipped, it's quite inexpensive. And I think people should look at the price of meats at the store and realize that it's not the same meat as what you're getting from a small farm like this. This is the highest quality pork that you can get.
These are great looking pigs. I love them. My wife is going to absolutely love these pigs, which could actually be a bad thing.
She likes them too much, she won't let you slaughter them?
Well, she will, but our very first year, we've told this story plenty of times, our very first year, she got very attached to the two pigs that we had.
Yeah.
She absolutely fell in love with them, and it was very difficult to take them to slaughter. And so she refused to name them last year or anything, and she took care of them. Yeah. She helped feed them, water them, everything, but she kept her distance from them. So, but yeah, I've cruised your store a lot. You also do classes here.
Right, correct. Yeah, we got a store coming up we got a class coming up this Saturday, Friday and Saturday. It's a pastured poultry class, and it's kind of nose to tail or beak to tail of pastured poultry. We go through everything so a person can learn, everything they need to know to start up a pastured poultry business. We do a lot of pastured poultry ourselves.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, so I've been on your website a lot, and you guys can go there, order some pork. Actually, you can order quite a bit of stuff from there, can't you?
Yep.
And sign up for the classes.
Yep.
And the pictures of the pork on that website are absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Whoever put those pictures on there did a great
That's
job.
Jill.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, it was great meeting you. Great meeting your wife and your kids and everything. And
Yeah, you too.
how many kids you got?
8.
Woo!
That I know of.
All right. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. We're probably about 3 hours behind schedule. My wife knew I would be. She knew I'd get up here and talk all day about pigs. She
Day like this every now and then.
Yes. She talks about horse nonstop. I talk about pigs nonstop. So
I think these, for the Homestead, are the the best animal that they can do. I think a lot of people get into goats because they seem to be easy, but goats are really wasteful. Pigs eat everything and they turn it into really useful meat.
We have noticed that our goats are very wasteful. Those are wise words, Mark. But we're getting the milk off of them. But we're not quite ready for a cow yet, and we haven't eaten one of the goats yet. But we do have a wether that was born this year that come fall, that'll be our first experience with goat. And we couldn't sell him, so that's where he goes. And we are really enjoying the milk. So, but they are going through some hay and stuff. Yeah.
And if it drops on the ground, they just won't touch it.
Yeah. Yep. And they drop a lot on the ground.
Yeah, they do. They love to waste it. That's where it's nice to have pigs too. I bet your subscribers would really like it if you touched that fence.
I bet they would. Can Mike squeal like a little girl? All right, Mark. Well, I've had a lot of fun here. I've really enjoyed my day here. It was nice meeting you in person finally.
You too.
Yep. I cannot believe these guys let me corral them in this hog panel. I can't believe they let me do that so that I could get these guys out. How we doing, guys? How's your ride? Mangalitsa's. All right, so I'm doing this a little bit different than I did last night when we got these old spots in. This hog panel is the gate across here, so I took it and I bent it by the trailer. This one, I went and got and did the same thing, and I have a hog panel corralling them in. That leaves me short a hog panel, because what I did with the old spots is I kept them right in there, so they got used to those watering nipples, which these guys need to do the same. And they also need to get used to that feeder, which is what I did with these guys yesterday. So I'm short a hog panel. So that means once they're out and in here, I will then have to corral them, get this all closed up and corral them over to here, and hopefully that all goes good. These guys aren't willing to come out, and neither were the old spots, so I'm just gonna have to go help convince them that they want to come out. Is that right, guys? Hi. Hi. How are you? Look how hairy you are. You guys are so awesome. Yes. This is literally like a minute and a half after that other clip, and these guys come running right out. I love it. The old spots did it last night too. They went right for the green stuff and started chewing. So now, which I don't have a lot of green stuff right here, but I do down there. The other pigs are checking them out. Awesome. So now I need to get this closed up and those guys corralled into here, which I might have to get Jenny's help with that. All right, they're getting acquainted with each other, or some of them are. That didn't go so bad. Hi, guys. As soon as I'm confident that they're drinking water, we'll let them be free and we'll do this again tomorrow with some Tamworth. Actually, I've not heard back for sure about the Tamworth, but by the time you guys are actually seeing this video, you'll probably know for sure from Instagram. But I believe we'll be on track for the Tamworths tomorrow. This guy, I think it's this one, he is always coming by me, and he's the most awesome with the spots. So we might have to leave them here a bit, see what happens.